2. We are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Cada in at the center. Now here's White, just 4 to shoot. Out to the right wing, shoots the 3. Here's the screen. Beyond the arc, Turner with the steal. Porter against White. Porter passes to Rollins. Turner with the screen. Lets the 3 fly, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Brown. Sweet little floater.
Love that from Brown. No one can stop that floater.
Here's Milwaukee now. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go. Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on Pritchard. Here he goes. The kick out to Porter. For 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Out to White. 3-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Pritchard against Rollins. Left side, Turner. Pass to Kuzma. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Brown.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Cada. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, Brown is always looking to score, but he's far from a selfish player, and he will move the ball, too.
Turner with a screen on Pritchard. Rollins against Pritchard. And taken away by Brown. By himself. And finished off by Brown.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching to over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's a perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Trent's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Rollins. Celtics leading by 9. Pass to Brown. They set the pick. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Now Anthony, after Jaylen Brown's 3-pointer that didn't go. Just 3 to shoot over Pritchard. And the Bucks miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hauser misses.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Trying to get open is Trent. Green, no luck. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Kuzma. He had 15 points last outing. And the layup falls.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And that one is off. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
They've got Cole Anthony. Harris is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Gary Trent, and it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Simons. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Anthony with it, covered by Simons. Anthony looking it over to the inside. Sims, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Simons, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Sam Hauser. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Yep, that one goes in there. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
Here's Rollins. Still yet to score. Pass to Portis. A 17-foot shot on the way. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. White bounce pass. Here's Walsh. Brown feeling it out a bit. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look from Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Trent. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Anthony Simons. Here's Pritchard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. It's Brown on the wing. Outside, White from downtown. That shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
On the wing, Porter. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 15. Brown outside. Pass to Cada. Over Green. And Cada gets it to go. Cada's got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brown against Green. Green with a screen for Porter. To the left wing. Kuzma, left side. Turner with a screen for Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. Here's Pritchard. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
Now here's Porter. 32 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
Boston leading by 18. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. And they double up Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's White. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Celtics as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
It would appear there were some fun games headed our way, guys.
Yeah, I'm all about fun. I had the crew rig up some confetti for later in the show.
And now let's turn to the first half of our game. It's been all about Jaylen Brown so far.
There's that guy, Jaylen Brown, considered one of the best 2 guards in the league. We're seeing why again tonight.
Yeah, JB's been the man, attacking, playing with pace, powerful force at the offensive end.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Bucks trail by 20. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown, and it's Walsh in at the 4 slot.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter with strong fundamentals. Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Green. Now Turner. Kuzma outside. Back to Turner. Lets it fly from 18. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
Brown against Green. There's the pick. Fires the three. The rebound by Turner.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Rollins. Now here's Porter. To the middle. Down low. And it's slammed in by Turner.
I love the attack mindset there from Turner. Playing with energy.
Over to the left wing. Queta, the pass to Pritchard. Inside, picked away. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you, Kevin.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Rollins grabs the board.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room. Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Porter looking it over. Turner with a screen on White. Porter kicks to Green. Outside, Porter. Launches a three. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brown. And here's White. From 13. Count that one. White's got 10.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Trent's checked in for Green, and a change for the Celtics. Simons is checked in. Porter passes to Turner. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Pritchard. White drives in, and White with the stuff.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Simons against Porter. Pass to Rollins. 1:22 left in the third. Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Here's Pritchard. Back to Simons. The Celtics working the ball around now. White looking around. Knocks down the 3 ball. White's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Turner with it. He's got 6. Kuzma outside. Pass to Rollins. Turner with a screen on Pritchard. From 11 feet away. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
The kick out to Porter, and stolen by Simon. Pass to White. Here's Cada. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Cole Anthony is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Harris in its small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Green passes to Trent. Pass to Portis. Over Boucher. Portis can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 19. Now Hauser. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Minot, defended by Portis. Back to Brown. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Portis finds Green. Trent against Brown. With his first shot attempt, rebound Boston. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Harris. Porter's checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. And Kuzma slams it in.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him the opportunity.
Cada, the pass to Brown. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Kuzma outside. Back to Porter. Kuzma outside. The rebound by Cada. Cada's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to White. Here's Pritchard. White, a screen on Rollins. Here's Pritchard. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Pass to Cada. Here's Pritchard. Outside White. Here's Cada. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
From deep three-point land, they get it again. Here's Keita, the turnaround jumper. Count it.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And it's Green, missing. Rollins against Pritchard. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I get